Hey everybody, Al here, playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, and today we'll be revisiting egg farming. Now, you're looking at 5 medals here that I think represent the evolution in egg farming efficiency. The first 2, Beast and Yuffie, those are the very old Tier 2 medals that do single target fixed damage. Beast does 11 hits and Yuffie does 6, and they'll save you a little bit of time over just tapping or swiping single eggs to death. In general, we like fewer hits on medals that we're going to be using for farming because that tends to mean shorter animations and more time saved. Now, because we want fewer hits, this is why the Timeless River Mickey here is an upgrade over the Beast and Yuffie, because he only does 3 hits. And he's also AoE, so he can take out groups of eggs faster than the first 2 medals can. And then an upgrade over this medal that costs 0 gauges is of course going to be Tyree. She'll take out eggs in 1 hit. She's a single hit AoE fixed damage medal. Guilted or not, she'll take out eggs just fine. And for the longest time, she was the gold standard in how quickly we can take out eggs. Now, if you're playing the JP version, she does come with the voice acting. So if you're farming for extended periods of time, she's going to be saying that line over and over again. You might get sick of hearing it after a while. And I think the next step, the upgrade over Tyree, would be this KH 0.2 version of Kairi. Now, she's not a fixed damage medal, but she is an AoE medal, and she is packing enough buffs and debuffs to deal more than 1 damage to eggs. So she can also deal some decent damage to other enemies as well if they happen to be in the same quest. So if it's not all eggs, you have mixed enemies, or if you have some different enemies before you get to the egg, she's going to be really efficient for those as well. Plus, she does not come with voice acting, so you can use her over and over again without hearing the same old line. But anyway, now that Union Cross is out, we actually have the potential to farm eggs even more quickly than any of these 5 medals. We can be faster than a single hit AoE ability. But how do we do that? So in order to do that, we're going to need the help of the most OP medal in the game, the one that everyone has access to. I am, of course, talking about Pence. And we're going to take this treasure trove with the Pence medal on it. We're going to take Lord Pence and we're going to go into this regular old egg farming quest. And as soon as we see player turn, we can tap the screen. You can see I did about 327 damage there. We'll do the same for the target. And we're able to just farm eggs so much more quickly than any of the 5 medals that we saw in the beginning. Now, I gave you guys a clue and said that this is possible after Union Cross. So see if you can guess what I'm talking about before we get out of here and go back to the equipment screen. Okay, we're back. Now, if you thought about it, have you figured it out? We're going to need, in order to pull this off, a 6-star Pence. He needs to be level 100, ideally with a plus 1000 strength via chips. And the most important part to all this is going to be the trait. We're going to want this minus 60% defense for ground-based enemies because that's what eggs are. So with this trait, we lower the defenses on the eggs enough to the point where a tap or a swipe can actually kill them. So we want to roll for this trait at either 1-star or 2-star rarity. And once we roll it, we can then spend the ducklings and the fairies to evolve him to 6 stars. And then we can just put him at the first slot of any Keyblade with a upright power slot. So Treasure Trove, Stroke of Midnight, or also Fenrir. Those 3 will work. And you need that first slot multiplier to be at least 1.8 for his stats to work in order to deal more than 1 damage to eggs. Lower than that, he goes back to dealing 1 damage, and it doesn't work. Now, you can use other medals if you want that you've rolled the minus 60% ground enemy defense on, but why not Pence? He's so much fun. It's Lord Pence, come on. So, everyone has access to Pence. You can, roll it as many times as you want. He's farmable. Free to play or not, it'll work, but if you happen to have VIP, And you have access to this super combination quest. When it comes around, you can bring him there as well. And even though swiping is less damage than tapping, it's still going to be enough. Honestly, I didn't think that we were going to be able to get faster than a one-hit ability, but here we are. So that's my little tip on egg farming. I hope you guys find that useful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.